moves.
Will this creature become your chance dictates you will lose eventually. Feel the might of chaos! My service is finally over! Feel the might of chaos!
Not ready.
My service is finally over! And my service continues.